welcome back to a different edition of Majestic Mayhem. I'm on the road, but I am Death Dealer. I do that.
And I'm Pink Pickles.
And so, how was your week, Pink?
So my week was really good until about an hour ago. I was driving home, and at first I thought that my tire was flat because there was like some shaking. So we were going to the grocery store, so I pulled in the grocery store parking lot. Perry gets out, looks at the car, tire's fine, and then all of a sudden the entire engine started shaking. So, yeah, went home, got the spare keys. We already dropped it off at the mechanic, but it's expensive. I don't know what's wrong, but I guarantee you, this is going to be a lot of money.
Yeah, it sounds kind of expensive. It sounds like it's not going to be a great time. But, it is right before Christmas. So, why not have something like that happen a few weeks bore Christmas? I know. You've got all your Christmas shopping done, right? You don't need money, do you?
No, not at all. But yeah, Perry does not have a Christmas gift yet. So the most important gift I have to buy, I don't have.
No, Perry.
What?
Looks like you might be getting a book haul this year, my friend. Not because you were naughty, because there's no money. And we've got to keep the heat on.
Yeah, I was going to say, his gift is going to be riding around in my car with a fixed engine. Yeah. But
that seems fair.
But other than that, it was a good week. Uneventful, which is always nice. We went to a family party yesterday, so that was nice. Got to see everybody. So, yeah, that's about it. How was your week?
My week has been hectic and busy. My baby sister was in town for a few weeks, and I had to drop her off at the airport Friday. And then I went and volunteered as an elf and did that for a few hours.
Tried
to jump on. Yeah, it was cold down here. Just a teensy bit nipply. I think it was like down in the 40s on Friday night.
Pretty chilly. For Florida, that's freezing.
Yeah, it is cold. We actually had a freeze warning, and I believe we have another one coming up this week. So that's fun. Yay! I don't know who set the cold weather, but you can take it back.
I think we sent it because right now, an hour ago it was 49. Right now it's 45, which for us is warm this time of year. So I think we sent you the cold.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is 62 right now, and that's a much better temperature for me. I can deal with that much better. See, I think I've explained this. I don't know if I've explained it on this show before or not, but in Florida, we don't have real winter clothes here. We don't sell them because you don't need snowsuits and things. So all of our winter clothes are more like fall clothes. So when it gets too cold, we don't function very well because we just don't have the equipment to do so. So I'm going to need you to take that weather just back. We're okay with that. But so the rest of my weekend, last night I went to Ominous Hunters.
Ominous Descent.
Ominous Descent, which is a haunted trail. They're doing one for Christmas. And then tonight, we went to Sir Henry's Haunted Trail for Christmas. So I've been having fun this weekend doing the things I love. So
yeah.
I got to hang out with Krampus twice this week. Yay. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Better than Elf on the Shelf at keeping kids in line, in my opinion.
And a lot less work. Elf on the Shelf is labor intensive.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, I was talking to that a woman I met in line earlier. She and I were talking about that. Her kids are all grown, and she still has to put her Elf on the Shelf out for her kids, and they're all in their 20s. And I'm like, oh, see, I'm grateful I didn't start that. And she goes, well, how do you? And I said, we have Krampus. We don't need toys. We don't need cameras. I don't need an elf. I don't need. Nope. I got Krampus. Works beautiful. I don't even have to threaten her.
Is she keeping her 20-year-old kids in line with the elf? Right?
I don't really think so. She just said that the kids just insist on some of the traditions, some of her Christmas traditions, and the elf is one of them. But I have to say, she found a Snoop Dogg ugly Christmas sweater for it. Best thing I've ever seen for elf on the
the
shelf.
elf? Like, so the elf is wearing a Snoop Dogg sweater?
It is. Yep, it is wearing a Snoop Dogg sweater. I about fell over laughing. I was like, where on earth did you find this?
Someone's got a whole market now of clothes for the elves. It's a whole secondary business.
Yeah, that's what she said. She actually had she bought it because she was replacing the ugly sweater that she had for her elf. The sweater she had was originally a ornament, because her elf is so old. She bought it for the elf before they started making clothes and kits for them.
Yeah.
And I had to laugh. I was like, how on earth did you find a sweater ornament that was actually knitted to fit a Barbie? That's funny. But I find it even more wild that she found a Snoop Dogg ugly Christmas sweater.
I love it.
Perfection.
It is.
Just when you thought you had all your bingo card filled out for Snoop Dogg, you will always find something new and interesting. Like, I never thought I'd see that man, representing the Olympics. Now I find out he has ugly Christmas sweaters. Not only does he have ugly Christmas sweaters, but he has them for dolls and dogs and things, apparently. It's like...
I know. Who would have thought that Snoop Dogg was such a great businessman?
Yeah,
right?
I gotta admit,
how it turned out.
I gotta admit, back in the 90s, I never would have suspected that I would be looking at Christmas sweaters made by him and seeing him on a show with Martha Stewart, of all people. Yeah.
I know, they're like besties.
And funny enough, only one of them's a convicted felon and not the one you think.
Exactly. So we got quite a few people to chat. Infinite Hero said that they have below 0 wind chills on Friday. That sounds painful on your face. Like you walk outside and your face probably hurts. Sir X-Man said it's going to be their last warm day this week, which means we'll probably have one more warm day. I think we normally get the weather a day after you do. So we must be getting cold again.
Oh, no. I can't imagine 0 wind chill. That just sounds horrific. That sounds absolutely bad. Nope, thank you.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so I've been sitting on this news story for like 3 weeks and I haven't had a chance to bring it up yet. Because then this news story then made me go down the rabbit hole. Okay. So I don't know if you heard about anyone heard this. And actually I did tweet it a few weeks ago. Did you hear, I think it was in California, the people who had luxury cars, they had Bentleys and stuff. And they put in insurance claims that a bear broke into their car and scratched the seats up. So the insurance claim, because these were luxury cars, it was $100,000 worth of damage or something just ridiculous. So they provided a video because there was a camera, on the house, so it showed the cars. There was a video footage of this bear, but it's a dude in a bear suit. So you can see when it first climbs in the car, it looks a little weird, but you wouldn't think twice. But then this dude climbs in the back seat of the car, and it's just it's obvious it's a person. But yeah, a dude in a bear suit. And they got the money, too. That's the kicker. It's but if they filed 3 different insurance claims, if they filed one, I bet you they would have gotten it and no one would have ever looked at it again.
I actually heard about this story, and because every once in a while, one of our radio stations down here likes to discuss, obviously, most radio stations go over some news articles and things. And they do was it Florida or not section?
Yep.
And this was one of their, is it Florida or not? And as soon as I heard that it had to do with a bear, I was like, that's not Florida.
Yeah.
Like, we do some wild things, but we're not claiming bear. Now, if they had said, like, mountain lion or something, or an alligator, I would be like, yeah, that's Florida.
Yeah.
But a bear, not so much. We have them, but they're not really hanging out around, or you never see them in the neighborhoods or anything like that. But I thought the funniest part of that story, aside from the fact that you could tell it was a man in a costume climbing in the car and things, I think the funniest part for me was they used the same address for multiple vehicles and didn't think that anybody was going to notice this.
Yeah.
Like, sir, you used the same address multiple times for different vehicles on top of that. Nobody has that bad luck. Nobody. Nobody's gonna get that many times.
But they're stupid too, because they actually scratch the seats. And you buy those like little hand claws for when you're like for barbecuing, when you're like shredding your, whatever you smoked. I think that's what they used. They actually scratched the seats of their cars. So now you messed your car seats up. You're gonna have to pay the insurance money back, and if you can't, I'm sure they're gonna like garnish your wages. They're gonna get their money back, and you're gonna go to jail. Like, what?
But this is what I don't quite understand. Now, this is the part that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Also, I'm not a criminal, so I guess that's probably why a lot of this stuff oftentimes eludes me and makes me baffled. But they did this for the insurance money. If they ruined the thing to get the insurance money, they're going to have to fix they don't have to fix the thing, but I'm going to assume they're going to fix the thing. How do they think they're going to end up with money afterwards? Because the insurance companies don't really give you extra money for something like that. I mean, last I checked,
you scraped up the seats of a
paint job.
Yeah, you scraped up the seats of a Bentley. That's not cheap. And are you really, if you own a Bentley, you're not just going to get a car cover. Like if you had, a Toyota Corolla, you'd probably just go buy a car cover or a car seat cover. You wouldn't care. You'd pocket the money and get a car seat cover. Well, you probably wouldn't even file the insurance claim. Let's be real. But
I mean, I'd probably, again, not a criminal, but I'd probably go the extra mile if I were and like change the seats out. So that way my good, expensive seats aren't getting ruined, but I can still have ruined seats for the insurance company. That's just me.
Yeah.
I mean, again, if I'm going through all that effort to get money, I want the money, not like $100. That seems like a lot of work for a few bucks.
It does. Wow. So I saw this article. So then I went down the rabbit hole because I was like, this is just stupid. So then I went down the rabbit hole and I was looking up people who dress up and go places. So I found an article from my neck of the woods. Okay. So this is from a few years ago. This is from 6 years ago. Okay. So this is when Slender Man came out. Right. So there's this, it's on comicbook.com. There's this article. You know how people dress up and you go to the movies, right? So this says that minors dressed as the supernatural entity Slender Man walked into a screening of Mission Impossible Fallout, causing multiple audience members to contact the authorities. Right? So they said that the teenager entered a 7 p.m. screening of Mission Impossible dressed as Slender Man in a suit and a white faceless mask. The teen reportedly stood in the darkness until two women became so frightened that they exited the theater and alerted management. After alerting management, the patrons claimed that employees didn't take their complaint seriously or were possibly involved, as they reportedly giggled at the frightened customers. In a video captured by a patron, theater management can be seen admitting that they told the teens to wait outside the theater for their screaming of Slender Man that was starting at 9:45. So, can you imagine that you're just watching your movie and here's Slender Man staring you down?
Not quite. Yeah, I don't think that would go too well out here, though. We have a stand your ground law. It's gotten some people in trouble, and it's been up for heated debates a few times. But I don't see that boding too well with the stand your ground people that we have around here. So I think that would be a really bad idea because there have been a few incidences where, unfortunately, teenagers have tried playing pranks and they're not well thought out and they've gotten themselves hurt. Last year, a kid, I think he was like 16, or no, maybe he was older. He might have been between 16 to like, let's say 20. And he went to go mess with this guy at the mall, and the guy actually shot him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And he's screaming, "It was just a prank, bro. It was just a prank." And the cops were like, "You did it to yourself, essentially." Yeah. Like, you shouldn't have, you know. He basically threatened the guy. So, I mean, I had every right, unfortunately. You know, you can't tell when it's a prank. They're not screaming it's a prank right away. It's usually not until after they, you know, get themselves in trouble that it's just a prank. I don't find a lot of them funny, though.
I just love that they think that, like, they even think that the theater people were in on it. They're like, oh, they were giggling. And yeah, you're just watching your Tom Cruise movie. And here comes Slender Man. Not doing anything, just staring you down.
You know, I wonder sometimes what goes through their minds when they think of these stupid pranks, because they gotta know that they're dangerous. They have to know that something like that is dangerous, especially with what has happened in, like, let's say the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, someone standing silently at the front of a movie theater isn't really going to go very well. It's just not. So saying, oh, it was just a prank. Is it, though? Or were you really trying to cause chaos? And, you know, it was only a prank when you got in trouble or when you needed help or whatever. So that's funny. That's crazy, though. Yeah. But I cannot see the comments. Everybody in the chat, hi guys. I'm on my phone, so I can't see.
So we have a special guest tonight, but I think he might be having problems with his camera because he's in the room, but his camera's not on. So I don't know. Our chat, yeah. Oh, Jeff said Slender Man's just chilling and watching the movie with you.
Yeah. You know, that's probably the least scary monster they've made in the last few years. I found that one just so utterly disappointing. I'm like, I don't understand why anyone thinks this is terrifying. Ooh, something's in your pictures. Well, gee, guys, stop taking the pictures. I mean, that's one thing with the legend. It always cracked me up because this whole thing with Slenderman is he shows up in your pictures and your videos and stuff. What happens if you stop taking videos and pictures?
See, I don't even know who Slender Man is. I've never seen the movies. I don't even know what the story is. I know nothing about it.
I just know it's not a very good urban legend. That's about all I know.
So,
I see darkness.
So we have our guest. He's still muted though, but he should be coming into focus. Hopefully, he can hear us. So we have Slender Man. We have Slender Man who was in the movie theater watching. This is Slender Man who was watching Mission Impossible with those ladies and freaked them out.
Really?
Yes, this is the Slender Man. Not a knockoff. This is the one, the infamous Slender Man.
That is amazing. And how did you get him on?
Well, so Slender Man, if you want to show us who you are, we'll tell you how we got him on. Because it's Fred.
Hi.
As a teenager,
can you hear me?
Yep. As a teenager, Fred was on the internet. He became internet famous. But the kicker is they have this whole article about how he was like creeping on people in the theater, and that's not even really what happened.
No, it's not.
So we want to hear. So we want to hear from the OG Slender Man. Tell us what happened.
Oh, hello everyone. I can't see a dang thing in this. Let me just be the first one to say so why my camera wasn't working, first of all, because I couldn't see where to push the button.
Yeah.
So I was like but yeah, so there's a lot of things that article got wrong. And it's like, first of all, I never even got interviewed. I never got anything like that. So what happened was, because I was always called a Slender Man back in high school because I'm tall and I was skinny back then. So like I would wear, I wore a Slender Man costume to high school, and like senior year I wore a Slender Man costume, and I went around my high school and was Slender Man. So when the movie came out, I was like, I asked my friend, like, should I go to the movie theater as Slender Man? He was like, let's do it. I was like, all right, cool. So got my costume on, I had everything. So just for reference, yeah, I'm not supposed to talk as Slender Man. I'm literally supposed to be just like blank, nothing. So I pretty much, like, once I got out of my car, I told my friend, like, I'm gonna be in character, so you gotta help me out. You gotta guide me because I can't see anything in this, and I can't talk.
You gotta order my popcorn.
Yeah, he had to get my ticket for me. He was a trooper. I love my friend Jeff. If you're watching this, I love you. Not that Jeff, another Jeff. But yeah. So we were going to the movie theater. And we got our ticket. Like, as soon as I went in, all like the coworkers were laughing, and they loved it. They're like, yeah. One of them took a picture with me, and then we went to the person to give the ticket to, and they were like, all right, theater 1, go right inside. And then we were like, okay. So then we went to the theater 1, and then as we went, as we went in there, I saw another movie was playing. I thought it was just like the commercials beforehand that they play. So as I was going in there, mind you, I was tripping up the steps as I was going up there because it was so dark. I was like, oh God, oh jeez. And my friend like caught me almost one time. So I just went to the back of the theater, put on my mask, and I just stared straight ahead. And I didn't say a word. And I pretty much, and my friend sat like in an empty seat next to me. But so like we were watching, like I was watching the movie, I was like, this is a long commercial. And then like as I looked at it, I was like, is that Mission Impossible? And I was like, oh crap. I went into this way too early. So then like before I can even think, I see well, first of all, I was just like, well, I'm here now, I'm not gonna leave, I'm in character. So I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here, see what happens. And then all of a sudden I see a bright light like literally come up to like my face. And then he was like, take the mask off, come with us. I was like, uh-oh, this does not sound good. So I take my mask off and I like put my glasses on and everything. And then me and my friends, we walked out. And as soon as I walked out, I see an angry mob of people. Just like an angry mob of just like people like, oh, look at me, oh, blah, blah, blah. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh, yeah, you're like just like literally going at me. I was like, what did I just do? And then like they were complaining to the managers, like, how dare you, like, like do this? How dare you? Like it became this whole spiel. Hence that article, and hence like there was also another article with like a whole video and everything like that about it. Like it was like the local news thing like that it was on. And it's just like, first of all, I wasn't a minor at that time. It's the article said I was a minor. I was 22.
It did multiple times. It said you were a teenager.
Like these teenagers or something like these. I'm like, I'm not. Me and my friend, like we were both like 22 at the time.
You just have a baby face. That's all.
Yeah, and it's just like, and then they were like, oh, he had like ill intent, and I'm like, I didn't have any ill intent. I literally was just going there as like a joke. I meant to go see Slender. By the way, the movie sucked. By the way, The movie was absolutely terrible. So I almost got arrested for a crappy movie. And
Oh,
it's just
that's amazing. And well, I mean, you're lucky that they thought you were a minor. It's really lucky that they thought you
oh
were a minor.
no, some guy like he like there was a guy like that like actually threatened me and stuff like that. But my friend like I had my other friends come by too because they were all going to meet us there and watch the movie. So my guy's like, oh, I'll see you outside, and my other friend was like, no, you're not. We won't be seeing him anywhere. And then like I talked to the owner. I felt so bad. Like I talked to the manager and everything. I was like, yo, man, I'm so sorry. I did not. I was just trying to play a joke. I was trying to make people laugh. No, it was just supposed to be a funny. He was like, I get it. You can still see the movie. Just you're not allowed to put the mask back on. Like the cops are really cool too.
Well, that's good. That's really good. I mean, it's so funny that the articles just like blew everything out of proportion. And I can't believe none of them even talked to you. That's
Nothing.
kind of wild, but not that surprising after knowing some of the things that the news kind of just picks and chooses.
Yeah, like I know like about like what happened like around that time. It was kind of like a sensitive time for like the movie theaters and stuff like that because like that Dark Knight thing had just happened like around that time. So I get it. I get 100. You see a creepy guy, mask, 6'4", no face, tripping up the steps, looking forward, and just is like, and then you're like, okay, yeah, he's creepy. Some lady said I like attacked her. Like there was somebody that was like, oh, he attacked me. Like I did not even touch you. I did not touch you.
Like, ma'am, I can't even walk in a straight line. How am I doing anything?
If anything, I was trying to touch like an armrest so I don't fall on my face.
That's the lady who she's just trying to get free movie tickets out of it.
Exactly.
That's all. She just wants to come back next time.
Yeah, the thing
she was setting a case up to Sue is what she was doing. She was going to sue for emotional distress and distraught,
like
trauma.
I can never see another movie in my life. Oh my god! All I see is Slender Man. Oh. But yeah, and also the next day, like pretty much like I was at work, and then all my friends were tagging me in this post on Facebook, like, "Yo, you guys see this? Yo, you guys see this?" And I was like, "What is happening?" So I look at the post, and it's pretty much a zoomed up picture of my face, and all these people just like, "Yo, we gotta get this guy. We gotta put justice. Like, we gotta blah 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 blah. We gotta find out where this guy lives." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "What the heck is happening?"
Wait, was it your face or was it you with the Slender Man mask?
No,
it was you.
Because when because after I got out, like I had my mask off and everything. So I guess someone like took a picture of my face and zoomed it up, like while I was out there. And then like they were all like commenting. It's just like, oh, blah blah blah. But then I love my friends to death. They literally came in like the Avengers, and they were just like commenting back on like people's things. It's just like, you're not doing this. Like, no, we're not. Like my one friend was like, "Oh heck no, you ain't doing any of this to Freddie." No. Yeah, no. They were my friends like, and then the post got taken down, obviously. But and yeah, great times.
Oh, that's crazy. I can only imagine though. I mean, having unfortunately with technology, it's so easy to spread misinformation so quickly. So I can imagine the blowback from that, especially unnecessarily. That's just.
Yeah, I was reading these articles stuff that I'm like, I didn't do anything this bad. They're like, oh man, people are like, like they're like, oh they're not feeling the same anymore, like whatever, like that. It's just like, it's a joke. Like I didn't do anything. I didn't have any ill intent going in there. I just wanted to like have fun and like I just like put on like a little show for like the Slenderman movie. I guess I just went into the movie theater too early. That's all I did.
I know, and it blew up into this whole like national internet thing when you wouldn't think like we don't live in a major city, right? We don't live in New York City. We don't live in a city that you get a lot of news out of. So think that just some stupid little.
I didn't think it was going to blow up.
Stupid little thing blew up like that.
I had no idea. I thought it was just like because the cops like they weren't like making a big deal out of it. Like some guy wanted me to get arrested, like at the movie theater. He's like, "You gotta arrest him," and the cop was like, "For what? He didn't do anything illegal."
Yeah, you got to get arrested for sitting in a movie theater with a mask
going in a
on.
movie theater in a Slenderman mask. By the way, this costume is falling apart. By the way, I've had this for like 10 years. This thing is like it's seen worse. Yeah, but yeah, some stupid stuff I did. Almost getting arrested for wearing a Slenderman costume. Now, when at the movie theater, actually, like when you went there, like it's closed now, but when you used to go there, they had a sign after I did all that. They had a sign saying no masks or anything allowed. That was because of me.
You changed the rules of the theater.
I changed the rules.
So you're the reason I wasn't allowed into Denny's a couple of years ago. I got it. I see.
Yep, it's all my fault. All my fault. We'll see if Slender Man wanted.
Yeah, I one year I was wearing a latex mask that I had glued down. I was wearing prosthetics and we went to go eat after our event. And we walked in and they're like, yeah, sorry, we can't have anybody with masks on. You got to take your mask off. And I'm looking at them like it's glued to my face. I'm actually going to be eating in this because I can't just take it off.
Yeah, no.
They're like, yeah, sorry, we can't have people in costumes in here. I'm like,
that's so stupid.
I don't know what you guys think I'm going to do other than maybe eat some bacon, but okay, I guess I won't be doing that here.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense at like a bank or something, right? Because you could come in, you could rob it.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do at Denny's?
Steal all the pancakes.
Yeah. Because if you're going to steal something, you're not going to go in and be like, I want to get a table, I need a menu. No, if you're going to come in and do something, you're just going to run in and I don't know what you're stealing from Denny's even. I mean, how much money does Denny's really have in the register?
I can't go in the mask in this. I can't because there's no mouth thing on this. So
I mean, you're not really going to the same place that you're a regular at either. I mean, it's not like I don't go to that place in particular because it's it's like, you think I'm gonna go and rob the place that I visit like at least probably once a month? Like no.
Yeah, no.
But I guess they
crazy.
have their own ideas.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like like just like I said, I got like like if people like were afraid around that time and stuff like that, I get it. I guess it was a kind of maybe the wrong time to do it, but it's just like, come on, guys, let's get a little realistic here.
And you would think too that like after it got cleared up, it would just be nothing. That it would just be like, oh, that's funny. It was a misunderstanding, and then you would just laugh to be like, oh, I thought this dude was creepy, and really he's just someone here to watch a movie.
My mom found out about it.
Yeah.
My mom was just like, oh my God, you're an idiot. Like she said, if you would have gotten arrested, I would have came to pick you up from the jail and made fun of you the whole way home. I'm like, yeah.
I wonder if it maybe made the news and it became such a big story because it was a small town and stuff like that doesn't happen. And maybe
nothing happens around here. Like
you're the first one to do something like that, even remotely close to being crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they don't like when I used to go to that theater now, like when I went there recently before it closed, like I don't think they recognized me because like it was 6 years ago. I had hair. So it's like I look a little bit different now. But then, like, I guess like they just forgot about it. It was just like it was a thing that happened, and then like once that post got taken down, it's just like it was done with. I was like, good, thank God.
So who knew? You had no clue that you knew someone with a little bit of internet fame.
I never would have thought. See, I wouldn't even have guessed that one. I never even would have thought to say, oh, he played a Slenderman prank. It's not even something that would come to me.
Oh, yeah, Mile Mayor Fred is out here creating chaos at the movie theater.
Oh yeah, I'm being a nuisance, a menace to society is what I've been doing.
So the big question is, now this is for all the marbles. Are you gonna dress in costume to go see Wicked?
To see Wicked? So
everyone's dressing in green as the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh, I should be Slenderman still. Just be Slenderman and go see Wicked out. It worked out for Mission Impossible, obviously. Come on.
Why invest money in another costume? We already own Slenderman. Yeah, just use it for every movie ever.
I'll go to a Broadway show just dressed as Slenderman. Just like, yep, here it is, right here.
That would definitely probably get you some fame because that would be one of those ones where you're standing there going, okay, why is Slenderman watching Wicked? Something doesn't seem right.
And then the real question would be, why wouldn't he be watching Wicked?
Everyone wants to watch it. You need the helper to get you to have you get to your seat. They gotta lead you down.
Oh my god! I always need someone, like, if I'm walking around my school, because I walked around my college too and stuff like that. I need someone. I tried walking by myself, and then once the sun shines in my face, I almost fell down some steps. It was a bad time.
I can sympathize with that. Yeah, some costumes aren't easy to see out of, and
Yeah,
are not easy to walk around in. That's for sure.
yeah, 'cause this is like
Definitely.
all nothing. It's all one suit too. Like this is all like one morph suit. So, and this is just like my blazer I wear and stuff like that. But it's a pain in the butt, this thing, because I have to eat with these gloves on too.
I believe the older morph suits are a little bit warmer too. The material isn't as breathable as some of the new ones.
Yeah, like this is actually pretty warm. Like when I walk around like in Halloween and stuff like that, I'm warm. Like this thing, it's pretty much like a thermal, pretty much.
Except you suffocate to death.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
can't
yeah,
breathe through the fabric.
yeah. I once wore this a whole day. That was terrible. But
Barry said that you should go fight the Scream guy
oh,
on Route 9. I
Oh,
think I mentioned this before. There's some guy we have. It's 3 lanes in each direction and has like a big median in the middle. And there's some guy who wears a Scream costume and he just stands in the middle of the road, and flips people off. Like he doesn't hurt anyone. He just flips people off. He kind of just stands there. So you always see people who aren't used to it and they get all creeped out. You'll see people post various places like, oh my gosh, did you see this guy? What's going on? And everyone's like, dude, he's harmless. Who cares?
I was thinking about like just walking around like like the local streets and stuff like that, but I'm like, that's not a smart idea. It's really not a smart idea for me to do that.
You should have gone to the Christmas thing last weekend as him. All the little kids walking around and you're just walking in the street.
I had like an elf hat or something like that.
Yeah.
A Slender hat, just like a Slender Man, just like
Christmas Slender Man.
Yeah. I once got $5 going to like trick or treating in a Slender Man costume. Because I guess like with like the creepypasta, like like the story around Slender Man is like it's creepy to say, like it's terrible, but the kids would have to give offerings to Slender Man so that he wouldn't take them. So I guess this like kid gave me $5, and I was like, what the? He was like, don't take me, Slender Man. I'm like, oh god, this is bad. Okay. I kept the $5, but I was like, all right. I'll stand in front of the shop. Oh boy.
So did you buy the Slender Man costume because of the movie, or did you just like you already had it for reasons?
I've had this since senior year of high school.
Okay, so you had it just to have it. So the movie came out, and you're like, I already own the costume. Let's go have fun.
Yeah, I bought the costume because, like I said, when I was in high school,
because they called you Slender Man.
Yeah, I wanted to be Slender Man for Halloween because they always called me Slender Man. Because I was like, who's Slender Man? I never knew who it was. And then I played the game, and then I like looked up like what it was, and then I was like, oh, this will be cool to go around school with. Bought the costume, and I went around school. Here I am.
Okay, so here's the question for you. Did you actually like the Slender Man movie?
No. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. It was so boring. I was like, I almost got arrested and jumped by an angry mob for this.
For a crappy movie.
For a crappy movie. I was like, come on.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. No, it was. I don't even see it on anywhere anymore. I don't even see it on like streaming. I don't even think you see it on YouTube. I don't know where it happened. I don't know what happened to it.
Well, if it was that bad, though, why does anyone want to watch it? That's probably why it just disappeared.
Exactly.
Well, I know there was a controversy with it after it was released because some girls got themselves into trouble by attacking a third girl in the woods.
So Infinite Hero actually brought that up. He said that there's 2 girls in Wisconsin that tried to stab their friend to death in honor of Slender Man. Maybe they did it. Maybe they did it in honor of Friender Man. That's what Frank called you, Friender Man.
Oh, that's how Frank called me, Friender Man. It's funny.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that because all I could think when I heard the news story was like, "You've got to be kidding me! This is insanity!" Wow.
Yeah. No,
I can't imagine.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I didn't know that thing about Wisconsin. I had no idea. but that might be why the movie's not on anywhere, because I guess like just like to avoid like like getting in trouble and stuff.
See, they used to worry about us older generations, doing the things that we saw in the movies and stuff. We never did. It's the other ones that are doing it. Maybe they should have told them cartoons aren't real, movies aren't real. Don't do the stuff you see in them. Probably not a good idea. Maybe.
Yeah. If someone,
I knew better than to hit someone with a frying pan.
When you hit people with frying pans, it was intentional. Not because you saw it in the cartoons.
Exactly. I knew they weren't going to, they would be seeing stars, but not cartoon stars.
Oh, that girl. So the girl survived. She survived. She got stabbed like 30 plus times and she survived. That's amazing.
That's good. Wow. Holy crap. Yeah. Like I said, I never knew that was a thing. I never knew that people did that like over the, did that over the movie. I guess like because like I guess maybe the girl like what was it from the movie? Like I guess she got like possessed or something like that. I forgot what it was.
I've never even seen the movie, so I can't help you.
It's been a long time since I've seen it. I saw it that one time and I never saw it again.
You're like, not worth it. Never, no need to rewatch this.
No.
I watched it. It was one of those movies that I kind of forgot after I watched it. I couldn't tell you anything.
Yeah, they actually,
other than it wasn't great.
Yeah, there's actually like an older version. They actually like people don't know this. Like there's actually like an older version called I'm Always Watching. And it's pretty much based on like the Slender Man, but it's basically filmed in like a documentary style. So this guy's like doing a documentary about like his like internet show or something like that. He's going interviewing people, but then like Slender Man's always like in the background somewhere. And it's pretty much about like the Slender Man character pretty much. But it's pretty much like it came about like maybe like I want to say like 5 years before that the actual Slender Man movie came out. So yeah, I like that one a lot better. That one's way better than like the Slender Man one.
That's cool. I like that concept though of like he's just doing a documentary, but then Slender Man's just always in the background.
Yeah, I forgot what.
That's a good way to do it.
It's actually not a concept. That's probably one of the better concepts for the character, honestly.
Yeah, Always Watching a Marble Hornet Story. That's what it's called. Will they come out? What year did they come out? 2015. Oh, so 3 years before that Slender Man movie came out.
So Sir X-Man said that he thought South Park was real. I think that the Canadians really do talk like that. Their heads.
And they actually fart on. They always fart on each other.
Yeah.
That's like what all Canadians do. Don't you know that? That's how they greet each other.
I love South Park. That has to be a documentary. As far as I'm concerned, it is a documentary.
Yes. Yes. And Sir X-Men also said that what used to be awesome is he would go to the drive-in on Halloween. That's cool. Rather than a regular movie, do the drive-in on a Halloween. That's pretty cool.
I've only been to a drive-in once. That's all. I've never been to a drive-in at all after that. I forgot what I saw too.
There's really not many left.
No, is there one by us?
I think there's one like 30, 45 minutes away out towards Middletown. I think that there's. I don't know if they're still open though. They used to be.
Oh yeah, no, they are because they just had the Outsiders play there, and then C. Thomas Howell was actually there doing a meet and greet and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the Simpsons movie at that theater, and I spilled a jumbo Coke all over the floor of the car. It was my mom's car. Yeah. So I remember that's why I remember that one. And when I was a little kid, I don't even know what movie I saw because the only thing I remember about going to the drive-in theater is I had a Flintstones orange sherbet push-up pop. It was delicious, and that's the only thing I remember about the drive-in theater was the ice cream.
The last time I went to the drive-in theater, it was to watch the remake of I Spit on Your Grave. And they did a double feature with another movie, and I can't remember what the movie is anymore. But I knew it was It was better than I Spit on Your Grave. Because I remember after I watched I Spit on Your Grave, I was like, I could have left after the first movie. I would have been fine. Not that it's not good. It's just once you've seen one I Spit on Your Grave, you don't need to see anymore as far as I'm concerned. You're good. You're good. It's fine. Don't need to see anymore. It's fine. It's fine. Good revenge movie, but you can only see one at a time.
Yeah. I've never seen I Spit on Your Grave. I've never seen that. I've been wanting to watch it, though.
Jeff
movie.
Jeff saw the clumps at the drive-in.
What? Oh, the clumps.
The clumps.
I was like, what? I was like, clumps of what? I was like, oh, that's a movie, The Clumps.
Yeah. There used to be a drive-in north of Frank's house, and I think they shut down though finally.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know if they did. They had a really good snack bar. I went there as an adult, and I don't know what I saw. I didn't really care because that was like, I know I had onion rings, and I don't know what else I had, but yeah, it was like a phenomenal snack bar, and I was just shocked.
That drive-in had like such a good snack bar.
Yeah, it's.
Listen, as long as the whatever is selling either nachos, like I don't care if it's just chips and cheese. As long as there are chips and cheese or French fries and nacho cheese, I'm good with the snacks.
Yeah.
Like I just need nacho cheese and something.
Oh, yeah.
I have to have nacho cheese. I could roll in it. I don't care. Love it.
So
Love
because I always say that I'm not like really a movie person, Perry said we're gonna have to go to the movies to see the new Sonic movie that's gonna come out, and I was like, oh good, I can get popcorn because that's really all I care about. Someone go eat popcorn. That's what I'm there for.
Yeah, there's just not one close by us anymore. You have to go like travel.
Oh, yeah, we're going to Mamaroneck.
Oh no! Oh, you're going to the? Oh yeah, that's right.
It was a nice theater.
Oh, I need to go there. I need to try that out. I know it said it's really nice.
We're going to see Sonic. Perry asked, so I said I went to the drive-in. He said, didn't they find a dead homeless guy in that one? No, that was the other one. There was a drive-in that I've never been to. I ever since I was a kid, I think it was shut down. So it was just vacant for, 20, 30 years. And it's not a gas station. So the gas station bought the property. So they go to clear the property to build their gas station. So the snack bar building, apparently some homeless guy broke in and had been living there, but the guy died. So it wasn't foul play. Whether it was from coal, I don't really know. But yeah, that's what I always tell Perry we drive by. I'm like, that's where it is. It's now a quick check.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's one way to remember a place and have a land. That's one way to mark a landmark. Hey, that's the place. That's the place right over there. I mean,
just take a left where that homeless guy was dead. Yeah, right over there.
Pretty much.
I guess every town has a place like that. We have a liquor store that I laugh at every time I drive by because someone tried to break into it one time years ago, and they tried climbing in through the roof, and they ended up falling through the roof and falling on one of the shelves. Yeah, they ended up falling on one of the shelves and breaking like a couple $1,000s worth of liquor. Can you imagine when the cops showed up to that?
Yeah,
that'd be a great time. Ooh, all that glass pulling it out, like the pain of the liquor once you got cut and the alcohol just soaks into it.
Oh my god.
Well, at least it was no bacteria got in the wounds. At least
exactly.
At least it was sterile.
Clean it out. So Sir X-Men said the first movie he saw at the drive-in was the original Exorcist on release day. And he said, do they still have nachos at the drive-in? And he doesn't care what they say. Drive-ins have better popcorn than the theaters. All theaters, I guess it's just how much butter and salt they use. They just have the best popcorn ever.
Oh man, it's delicious. I always get the big bucket.
Yeah. Dreadpool said last drive-in when he was a kid, double feature, Rhinestone Cowboy with Sylvester Stallone and Dolly Parton, and something else he can't really remember.
Oh yeah, Sylvester Stallone was singing that movie. It's a beautiful movie.
So do you not remember the other movie because Rhinestone Cowboy was just that good?
No, it was just just that good.
All I keep hearing is that song, Rhinestone Cowboy. It's playing in my head over and over again every time you say it.
Jeff's local landmark is he said a guy died at a bus stop in White Plains by him.
We're sharing those stories. There is a Taco Bell that had a homeless guy die in front of it.
Oh man,
got a couple of those.
Yeah, do we have a couple of those around us?
Well, okay, well, the town next to, hopefully not in our town. Well, there was that lady at the motel. The town next to us, though, I think has a lot of those. The town next to us has a really bad gang problem. So thank God that it stays within that city and doesn't come into our town.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that they have a lot of
unfortunate
landmarks.
I went to high school over there.
Yeah.
It was interesting times.
Yeah.
Just walk into school every day. It's just like my friend would always warn me, yeah, don't go to the first floor. There is a gang fight happening. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be sure to avoid that.
You know what we do have, though? And I think this might have been the day that Perry opened his shop, that guy stabbed the lady in the produce section at ShopRite.
Yeah. I was
right?
I was working that day. Me and my mom were working that day because I used to work at that ShopRite.
Mm-hmm.
My mom still does work there. So me and my mom were there. I guess we just saw a bunch of cop cars and everything like that. I had no idea what happened. I was just I was actually coming off a break. I think I was coming off a break, and I come out to see a whole bunch of cop cars, and then they made everyone evacuate the building and stuff like that. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And then sure enough, the guy literally just came in, stabbed the other guy, and just continued shopping like nothing ever happened.
Frank just said, I'm sitting here like, wow, you guys are messed up. We don't have anything like that. But then I remembered every time we pass the abandoned gas station, I think, hey, that's where that guy died. I don't even know what gas station you're talking about. You got to tell me. So Rex said when he growing up, they used to sneak people in the trunk when they went to the drive-in. Now, I know that people would do that, but the drive-in people, is that kind of worked in their prices that they know there's people in the trunk, or do they not care, or do you have to time it when you let people out of the trunk? Do you have to time it so no one's watching?
This was before my time.
Or maybe they don't care because as long as they're buying popcorn, that's where the real money maker is.
That's true. Yeah, no, the food there, even at a regular theater, it's you buy a popcorn and a drink or some of that, it's $30. It's oh wow.
Yes, it's insane.
It's terrible. It's just I know the popcorn's good, but wow. It's not that
that's why we don't ever go to the theater. Well, because there is now they closed everything near us, so there's nothing close by. But when we went to the other one, since we go so infrequently, I don't care. I don't care that a bucket of popcorn is $20. I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to eat it. It's going to be delicious.
Yeah, I did that for the Deadpool Wolverine movie because they had a customized Deadpool Wolverine. But I'm I have to buy it. I have to. I bought the cup too. I have the cup still over there. I was I had to do it. I mean, I love Deadpool, so I needed to. Oh,
I did get the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man cup when that came out.
Did you? Nice.
Yes. Yeah, Ludwig got him for me because he went and saw it. And I did order, I got shipped to the house. And actually, I don't even think I opened the box. So where the box is, I'd have to find it. I bought the Scream popcorn buckets.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yes. I think I remember you bought those. Yep, I remember. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had to pre-order them so far in advance. I was like, who would have thought we'd be living in a time where we're buying specialized popcorn buckets and pre-ordering them? You would never think this was a thing.
The good old times we live in. I never thought we'd be in a time where people will get freaked out over a Slenderman character.
I know, and make a huge deal, not just laugh it off. You're like, thank God that was nothing.
Exactly, not the night of, just oh, you know what, it sucked, but yeah, we'll go on the next day. No, just literally continue on about it, on and on and on and on. And I had by the way, I had no idea about this article until maybe a couple months ago. I think
it's great that you had no clue. You knew what had happened locally, but I think it's great that you had no clue. There's this article that how many people read it and they're all just thinking man, what a jerk who pulls these pranks.
Yeah, this
Right?
stupid teenager. Blah, blah, blah.
The same thing like Death Dealer was saying. Death Dealer's like, don't these people know these pranks are dangerous? And then come to find out that you weren't even trying to do a prank. It was just a misunderstanding.
Yeah, it was all just like, I was just trying to like have fun and like, like the theater. I was trying to like, I wasn't making it as a prank. I was just going into the theater to like, like scare people like for Slender Man.
Yeah.
That's it. I wasn't trying to like, like just go actively in like a random theaters and everything. It's like, ha ha, boo, ha ha, boo.
So Frank mentioned that his town also has a serial killer. Jeff didn't know anything about it. I'm a true crime fanatic, so if there's anyone who ever wants to discuss true crime, I'm your girl. Feel free to reach out to me. I will fill you in, Jeff. I know all about it, but don't worry. It was back in the day. The guy went to prison. They caught him. He's dead now, actually. So this guy, okay, I'll just say this guy was out murdering prostitutes, and he had them in his attic. So like his whole family's living there smelling this, and he just told his family like, "Oh, a family of raccoons passed away," and they believed him. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't understand. Like, I don't know. You've got a bunch of bodies in your attic.
Didn't Jack the Ripper do that?
And your whole family just thinks that it's raccoons?
Yeah.
Whatever. They got the guy. Thank God they caught him.
Yeah.
He was brought to justice. Yeah.
Wow.
Jack the Ripper. Well, all I know about Jack the Ripper really is from playing all the Sherlock Holmes games that I love. And I've played like a gazillion of those. And I actually have a list because I'm a nerd. And I actually, on Word, made a list of games to play. Sherlock Holmes, yes, he was killing, or Jack the Ripper, yes, targeted women in the streets, but he didn't bring them home. He left them in the streets.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I remember.
But
that.
It was the same. It was the same. Yeah, people.
Yeah.
Mental says, "Whoa, Death Dealer! I love what you've done with your hair. The glasses look good too."
Oh, thank you. I know. It's beautiful, right?
I change it up when I can, make it sprucey.
That's my fellow bald buddy.
I was going to say, you should have been moving your mouth, Fred, when she's talking. You got to move your mouth like it's you. Death Dealer was on the move, Mental, so she had it. So you must be home now. So
yes, I managed to wiggle my way back into the house. What can I say? It was a drive, but I made it. Now my dog's making all the noise, apparently. He's just sitting here having a nice time.
He's just so happy that you're home.
If you hear something in the background, it's just him having a moment.
My dog can't even get down my stairs, so she's just so old she can't with her hips anymore. She's just like, I'm not even gonna try.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah,
he's getting pretty old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how old's your dog?
He's the same age as Tiny Giant. Actually, he's 7 weeks older than she is.
Wow.
So he's 11. He'll be 12 this coming year. He's getting old, poor thing. But it's okay. He's a little dog. He'll live forever.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. Everyone, because with our pets, this is the first time I've ever had pets. I was never a pet person. Perry is a pet fanatic, so now we have pets. And one of our cats sadly passed away. It was sudden, but that's all. So I have all of our other pets. I'm like, I don't even want to think about it. They're just gonna live. That's what I always say. They're gonna live forever. It's just what it is. They're just gonna live forever.
Yep. Time, my dog. Just gonna live forever.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How old's your dog?
13.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's a German Shepherd Pit Bull mix. Yeah.
13. So she just wants to stay upstairs, lay on her comfy bed.
Sleeps all day, eats a lot.
This is the life, man.
Oh, I know.
Can't argue with it. It's a good life.
Gets a belly rubs.
She's living the dream.
It's a nice life. I wish I had that.
Yeah.
Me too. I wish I could just stay home, just sleep all day, just eat and sleep again.
Would somebody else clean up after me? Sounds like amazing.
Mental's 100% a dog person. So I used to not like cats, and I always said cats don't love you, and cats just use you, and why does anyone want a cat? I'm obsessed with my cats. Like, obsessed with a capital O. I get mad when I go to hug my cats, and they try to wiggle away from me, and I'm like, but I just want to love you.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm obsessed. Oh. I couldn't this morning. I couldn't get up because I was stuck because they were both just laying on my lap. You could hear one of them, like the little tiny little cat snores. Oh my god.
Aww.
Yeah, how can you get up? I couldn't disturb them. Even though they were just running around like maniacs and it was 10 in the morning, like they didn't need to be sleeping, but they were taking a snooze and they were cute.
Oh, that's too much.
Jeff's a cat person. Mental's extremely allergic to cats.
Ooh.
That would explain why you like dogs. Makes sense.
Some people just prefer dogs over cats. I've had cats, but I prefer dogs. Just overall, I don't know. I'm a dog person.
Yeah, I'm a dog person too. I do like cats too. Like I have a cat too. I have like a little tabby cat. It's like this big. She's like 6 years old. She's like, she was the runt of the litter, so she's like all hyper and just like a pain in the butt. But yeah, that's my dog's princess. That's my dog's sister. No one messes with her.
I love when you have multiple pets and that they end up loving each other and then they like protect each other.
Oh yeah, because like my dog's like 3 times the size as this cat, and like she treats her like gold. And I'm just like, how is this working? I don't know, but okay.
Hey, at least they get along.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, they got along from the start. Like when we got her and stuff, that her and the dog like instantly like clicked. Like it was a little rough, like here and there, like but as they got used to each other, they were fine.
That's a little rough.
Yeah, we were afraid. We were like Lily, don't eat the dog, don't eat the cat.
Oh.
So Sir X-Man's getting ready to watch the first 2 Christmas movies, Die Hard 1 and Die Hard 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
I will be watching Violent Night later.
Nice.
Starting my Christmas
Violent
movies.
Nice. I will watch.
I like that one.
The one with the serial killer as like Jack Frost or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen that one. It was weird.
Yeah. It's very cheesy, very weird and cheesy, but
it is, but it's fun.
See, I don't have any movies that are on my list to watch. I am just going along with it. Whatever Perry says he's ready to watch, I'm on board. Actually, what I'm about to watch, I put it in my watch list. Anyone who was a young girl in the 80s, I'm sure all of you are watching right now, and you are all going to want to watch on Prime. There is a documentary on Lisa Frank. So I am pumped because I still love Lisa Frank. For anyone who doesn't know, because I'm sure that you all know, rainbows and unicorns and glitter, and it was just stickers and stationery and pencils. And oh my gosh, it was a little kid's dream in the 80s. It was so much fun. So yeah, I'm watching the Lisa Frank documentary.
I did not know they had a documentary on Lisa Frank. I might have to actually check that out because I was curious as to what happened to that company because it's like it was everywhere for the longest time, and I haven't really seen. I've seen some Lisa Frank stuff, but not anywhere near what you used to see when you especially when you go like school shopping. Like, you remember in the 90s when you would go school shopping, you would walk down the school supply aisle and there would be notebooks, erasers, pens, markers, like you name it, and it would be Lisa Frank binders, backpacks. You hardly see half that stuff now.
Well, the name of it is Glitter and Greed, the Lisa Frank story. So it's
okay. I'm guessing it has something to do with greed. Then good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
A 4-part documentary event that penetrates the neon-hued world of Lisa Frank Incorporated, a brand that defined girlhood for a generation of Americans, only to seemingly disappear overnight. Behind the rainbows and psychedelic illustrations, we unravel a nostalgia-soaked, stranger-than-fiction tale that takes us into a hidden world that has been lurking at the heart of the company for decades. That was a whole bunch of word salad, but yeah, if it's glitter and greed, there's some sort of scandal that must have happened. And
Oh, well, now I'm definitely, you got my attention with that one. So, with that being said, folks, have a great night. Wonderful weekend.
Yes.
We're going to go. I want to go watch Glitter and Greed now.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah. Friender man. That's what when he was with young girlhood, his generation. He just
I was a little
ready
Friender
for
man,
it.
just like growing up, coloring in Lisa Frank, you know.
Yes, and thank you for joining us.
Oh, yeah,
so
thank you for
if you
having me.
guys,
Yes, thank you
anyone
so
who's in the
much.
chat
Yeah,
now
thank you
who
for
missed the
having me.
beginning, you got to go back and watch and find out why Fred is on the show tonight and what his Slenderman history is. 4GU TV broke the story and heard the actual truth that no one else on the internet has ever heard before until tonight. So
That's
go
right.
back and watch it if you missed it.
Prove them wrong.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And I apologize because I was totally buying into the whole prank thing. So I apologize.
It's all good. Everyone did. It is all good. It is all good. At least I didn't get arrested that night. So,
Or beat up. There's that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Or at least I got to see a crappy movie. So
Yeah.
But thank you for being on. I appreciate it. I mean, for those of you that didn't know, I didn't know he was coming on. I was told that we were getting a special surprise guest, and I was just as surprised as everyone else.
Yeah,
so.
me and Dreadful, we've been planning this, but he was like telling me like, "Yeah, you should go on." Like I'm like, I'm down.
Yep.
Like I'm told that like this was awesome. Like I appreciate you guys having me on. This is great. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
And I can retire this until Halloween next year.
You can breathe and take normal breaths for a whole year now.
Or maybe buy a new one because this thing has seen better days.
Might have to look into that yet.
Yeah.
But, well, everybody, it's getting late. Everybody has work and things tomorrow. I mean, again, I don't, but other people do. So, but I do need sleep. I'm lacking sleep right now. So I am. But again, thank you, Frank, for being on. Greatly appreciate it. Well, I couldn't see everybody in the chat. We appreciate you guys in the chat. Thank you for being here and for your support. You guys are amazing as always. Am I forgetting anything?
I don't think so. We had a good chat going tonight. There are a lot of people participating, so thank you. I can't even name everybody because I know I'm gonna forget people. So, but thank you. A lot of people chiming in. Interesting to hear everyone's memories on what they did, and some memories good, some memories bad, quite honestly, but it was fun.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful.
RWK just super chatted $1.99 and said, "Thanks for not embarrassing me, Fred."
Oh, I got you, RWK. Don't worry about it. Anytime.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. Well, everybody, I guess we'll get going so you can all get started with the rest of your new week, and we will see you all next week. Why does it sound like I'm making a bad rhyme or a really bad rap? Anyways, I'm Death Dealer.
And I'm Pink Pickles. Fred, you want to say who you are?
Oh yeah, and I'm Fred. Fred, I'm Friender man.
And we just got a $2 super chat from Game Complainers. Woo! Great show tonight, ladies and Fred.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
Well, thank you guys, and we will see you all next week. Until then, if you're gonna pull a prank, at least make sure it's funny.
Yep.
Exactly.
And come back and tell us about it. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Good night,
Bye.
everyone.